Hello, friends. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be looking at our I Can Label and Write about the Statue of Liberty today. That is our American symbol that we're going to be working with. So I shared my screen with you so you can see what we're going to be doing so that you can follow along. So you're going to need a pencil and this packet for the Statue of Liberty. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to label. So it has a word bank right here. Tablet is the first word. Torch is the second, and crown is the third. So this right here, do you think this is a tablet, a torch, or a crown? This is pointing to the Statue of Liberty's torch. So this is this word right here. So we're going to write this word, T-O-R-C-H, right in this blank. T-O-R-C-H. Now, always remember, if you are having trouble keeping up with me, then simply press the pause button on your video and you can wait. You can write that and then pick back up when you get ready. All right, so the next thing is tablet and crown. So do you think this right here is pointing to her tablet or her crown? Yeah, it's pointing toward her crown. To her crown. So this word right here is crown because it starts with a k. So we're going to write that C-R-O-W-N. All right. And then the last thing that we're going to write is the last word that we have on our list, and that's the word tablet. This is pointing toward her tablet. T-A-B-L-E-T. Hold on 1 second. Let me... hop over here for a minute. All right, so we are looking at, pull it back up over here. This is the Statue of Liberty. So if you'll notice, here's the torch that we talk about. Here is her whole body, and then here is the tablet. So you'll notice that she's a greenish color, and we're going to talk about why that is. It says right here that this is the Statue of Liberty. She stands for hope and freedom. All right, and I'm popping back and forth. But here's the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty stands in New York Harbor. She was a gift from France. The Statue of Liberty is made of copper. She stands 305 feet tall and is one of the largest statues ever made. The Statue of Liberty is an American symbol of hope and freedom. Millions of people visit the statue each year. So, you labeled the Statue of Liberty. I want you to pause the screen and you're going to write one thing you learned about her down here. So maybe you want to just write a lot of people visit her. Or maybe you want to write she was a gift. Or maybe you want to write she stands 305 feet tall. Whatever you want to write down here, you're going to write it right here. Remember, spelling doesn't really matter, but you're probably going to need a grown-up's help. They might want to write it for you and let you copy it. That's a really important part of learning how to write is copying things from other places. So they might want to write it on your dry erase board on another piece of paper and then let you copy it on your paper. So pause the video and write that and then play it whenever you get finished. And we're going to talk about a little activity we're going to do. All right, so you're going to be doing this. This is the second page in your packet, and it tells you how to do it. So it tells you how to fold the paper, how to draw the lines, and you're going to go step by step and make the Statue of Liberty. All you need is a piece of white paper, so some kind of copy paper, or you can use construction paper, and a green marker or crayon. So you're going to fold it at the top, just like it shows, so that you have lines. You're not really going to draw the dotted lines. It just helps you kind of see how to draw it. And then I'm going to show you on my share screen exactly what to do so that you know. So if you need to pause the video to go get a piece of paper and a green crayon, go ahead and do that. All right, so I'm going to walk you how to fold the paper and draw the Statue of Liberty because it is a little difficult. And then once we draw it, then you're going to do the the coloring. So you're going to fold your paper kind of like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Might need a grown-up's help to fold the top down real nice and smooth. And then you're just going to fold it again down in the middle like this. So you should have two kind of fold marks. You should have, let me open it back up. This right here is where you're going to put her face. So in between this line and this line, you're going to draw a big U shape. And then at the top, you're going to draw two polka dots. A straight line down for the nose. And a straight line across for the face. Remember, you need to pause the video. Go ahead and pause it so that you can get this done before you move on. All right, the next part is a little trickier. So you're going to do a little swoop across her face like this. And a little swoop across her face like this. And she also has some little eyebrows on the top. So then, this is why we have pencils when we're doing art, because we have to erase sometimes. Once you get swooped right here, you're going to go over a little bit and make a little curve on the side. This is the hardest part. You probably need a little bit of help when you're doing this part. Then you're going to go around to connect it. And then around again to make her crown. So like I said, pause it. If you need to rewatch it, go ahead and rewatch it. That was probably the hardest part because the next part is pretty simple. You're just going to create lines across the top of her crown. And then you're going to make a line up and down on both sides to make her crown. And then you're going to go up and make that for all the parts of her crown. So just like that until you get all the way across. Right, this next part, you're going to make another U that goes down below this second line, the long U. And then this part is also a little tricky. You're going to want to draw a torch. So you're going to want to make a little U shape like this and then go above her crown. Then give it a little top. And then add some fire. And then we're going to make her sleeve, which is a little bell around. Give her a neck. And then from her neck, you're going to come out and make a straight line down. And then from this side, you're going to squaggle down a little bit until you get to the bottom. Then you're just going to add another little circle and connect it like that. Then you're going to go back and add some little waves and then give her a tablet and a hand. It's not perfect, but it will do. So once you do this, you're going to go back and color it green, and then you don't have to cut it out. The paper shows cutting it out, but that's really difficult to cut around all those little ridges and lines. You can if you want, but I recommend just leaving it. And the next page just kind of shows you an example of what it looks like. And then from there, you will do, you can choose to do the Statue of Liberty experiment. That is not a requirement, but it is pretty cool if you want to do some science today. So this page and your directed drawing, once it's colored, will be turned in on Seesaw for your Statue of Liberty activities today. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye, guys.